So today I'm going to show you how to thread a sewing machine and how to wind a bobbin. This is for a top loading sewing machine, top loading bobbin sewing machine. Okay, I've also done another video where you've got a bobbin with a bobbin case, which is a front loading machine. So have a look at that if you've got that type of machine. But if your bobbin, you can see it and it sits at the top of your machine like this, then this is the video for you. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is winding the bobbin. So this is the bobbin, a little plastic spool, which we're going to wind thread onto. Okay, so you need to pop it on the bobbin winder, which is up here. You need thread, obviously. So we take our thread and we load it where you would load it to put the top thread. And on this machine, it is in this piece here, and it's got a little end on it to keep the bobbin or keep the thread on the holder. And then you have on the top of your machine, you'll have a little diagram or numbered system telling you for the, so this one is for the bobbin and this is for the main sewing top thread. But to wind the bobbin, I need to hook it round the back of here. Then I need to go round here, but you can see it goes round and then comes back on itself. So I'm going to go round and then come back like that. And then I'm going to come across and I'm going to wind around the bobbin. Okay. And I'm going to go around 5 or 6 times maybe. I'm going to have a little tail that I'm going to hold. Some machines tell you to thread it through. There's a tiny little hole on the top of your bobbin to thread the thread through there. I really don't see the point of it. It's something more fiddly to thread basically. So I just wind it around a few times, make sure it's nice and tight, and then you're going to push it over to here. Okay, and this is the stopper. So when it's full enough, it'll stop winding basically. Okay, but it also engages the bobbin winder. So once you've done that, you then put your foot on the pedal and it will wind the bobbin. Okay, go a bit faster. Okay, I'm going to stop there. When it's full, it will stop, but you don't have to fill a bobbin up. You can just do it a little way. And then I'm just going to check it and use my fingernail and see it's quite tight. It's quite densely packed. That's good. If it's springy and spongy, it means it hasn't threaded properly, so you'll need to do it again. Okay, but this one is fine. So I'm going to cut my thread and leave tail. Okay, so I'm going to take my bobbin and I'm going to put it into the bobbin case. Okay, so as I said, this is a top loader. You should have a little thing to lift up the plastic cover and take it out, and just have a moment and look at that little diagram there. It's telling me how to put the bobbin in. Okay, so the thread is going round anti-clockwise, and then it's coming down, it's hooking around something, it's hooking around something else, and then it's coming out. Okay, so this is what I need to emulate when I put my bobbin inside. Okay, so we take that out of the way. So I want the bobbin, the thread to be going round anti-clockwise. So I'm going to put that in like that. Okay, and then it had to hook around something at the bottom. So I'm just going to hook around here and then come back up. And I'm just going to leave my thread like that for the moment because I need my top thread to bring it to go down and then bring it up. I'll show you what I mean. So on the top thread, it's still wound for the bobbin, so I'm just going to unthread that, and then that's still number 1 for this hook bit at the back is still number 1 for my normal threading, so I'm going to hook it around there. And this should be quite a fluid motion what we do now. If you have I'll just show you the number system first. So we have 2 here, which means it comes down here. It comes down this gap in the machine. There's 3 here, which means it then comes back up, and then it hooks around 4, and then it comes down, and then it'll hook behind a little hooky bit here, and then through the needle. This has got an automatic or a threader, but I don't know how to use it, so I'm not going to show you that. Okay, I'm just going to hook around here, come down 2, up 3 and 4. Now this is controlled by your wheel, okay, which is at this end of the machine. Okay, so this is the wheel, and what you do is if you wheel it, the needle will go up and down and this arm will go up and down. So you hook it around the back of that arm and then you hook down there and then you hook. Oh, no, you don't hook. You go then put the thread through the front of the needle. Okay. Press the foot should have a gap in the middle, which you then thread your thread through. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hold this thread in our left hand. Okay. And I'm going to wind the wheel forwards towards me in my right with my right hand. And can you see the needle goes down? Can you, if you watch down here, the thread shall appear. There you go. And see how it's looping around the under thread. And then you can just pull it up. Okay, so I've just pulled the top thread. So I'm going to do that again, just so you can see it again. So I'm holding the top thread with my left hand. I'm going to wind the wheel down towards me. That brings the thread round. And then I'm going to pull it with my left hand, and that brings the bottom thread up. And then you take both those threads, you make a nice long tail with both of them, and you push it through the middle of your foot, and you push it to the back. Okay. Then you're going to put the bobbin cover back on, and then you're ready to start sewing. Okay, and that's all threaded.